Food? Chapter 15:15. When the war god and realm master who was kneeling on the ground heard this, they knelt aside in a hurry, not daring to make any trouble. As for Haruto and Kenji, when Alex said he wanted to have a good chat with them, the brothers' expressions were horrible, and they were already panicking. They didn't expect that there would be such an evil star in the eldest brother's house. Based on their understanding of Oren, the family is nothing more than a few bodyguards who look after the nursing home. Although their abilities are good, they are 1,000 miles away from the two he brought down. However, the ghost knows that there is another young man in their family, who has a terrifying manner and looks like a Shura. Seeing that Alex was making trouble for them, the two immediately took a step back, and Haruto asked in panic, "What do you want to do?" "Me?" Alex smiled. "You have been pretending so much for a long time, so I should pretend to be? Come on, let's talk about it. How are you going to solve this matter today?" "How to solve it?" Haruto gritted his teeth. "This is our Moon family's affair, and it has nothing to do with outsiders. You can't control it." After speaking, he warned with a gloomy face, "Boy, I admit that you can fight very well, but it's useless to fight. If you provoke me, I will definitely not let you go." Oren shouted angrily, "Second, do you dare to try a hair on Alex? Do you really think I, the boss of the Moon family, eat dry food?" Haruto was panicked, but still wanted to find a place, and said angrily, "Big brother, even if you are not eating dry food, how long can you live?" As he said, he added, "Even if I admit to planting today, what about tomorrow? What about the day after tomorrow? Let me say, that's all for today. In the future, let's keep the water in the tub. If you are willing to accept my previous proposal, we are still good brothers. When you leave, the third and I must take care of the future generations and bury you, but if you disagree, then after you leave, don't blame me for not being affectionate. When the time comes, my sister-in-law and my daughter will." Before Haruto's threatening words were finished, Alex suddenly raised his hand and slapped his face with a pop, directly pulling him to the side in a daze. Kenji hurried to help, but he was also brought to the ground by the force of Haruto's body. The brothers each sighed. Oren was just okay and just fell, but Haruto was a bit miserable. This slap directly killed the dead molars, his mouth was full of blood, and his cheeks were swollen as if they were stung by a wasp. The same. The others hurried forward and helped Haruto, who was like a dead pig, up. Haruto covered his face and whimpered indistinctly, You dare to beat me? Do you really think that I am a vegetarian?" Alex shook his head. "I didn't think you were a vegetarian. I think you were more like a tea eater. One mouth is stinking. Don't know if you know Katsa, the second son of Oris Hill whale family. He was on YouTube some time ago. It's still very popular on the internet. I think your mouth is just like him." Haruto was almost furious. This kid actually compares Katsa with him. That Katsa, he has heard of him because he watched the video on YouTube and almost felt sick at the time. Alex actually compares that tea eater with him. Isn't this an insult to his personality? He immediately shouted to the war god and the realm master who was kneeling on the ground, "DMN, kill him for me. Kill him, I will give you 100 million. The two looked at each other. $1 billion? It sounds really attractive. But how dare they step forward to provoke Alex? Alex could lift the two of them up like chickens and almost choke them to death with one move. The two of them had nothing to fight in front of Alex. In this case, even if this 100 million was placed in front of them, they would not have this ability to earn.